Okay, this is going to be the video on changing the serpentine belt on a '05 Nissan Altima. Really any '02 to '06 Altima, actually probably any 3.5 liter Nissan motor. It'll be the same. There's the belt. Went to AutoZone. They did not have it in stock. The only real tool you're going to need for this belt, it's a little different than most, is a 14 millimeter socket and extension. I would recommend a swivel socket. As you can see down there, you've got to get to that nut down there. It's not like your normal one where you just release some tension off of a spring pulley. The only other thing I would recommend is taking your wheel off, because your serpentine belt is down at the bottom here by the see if I can get a better view of it. Yeah, right there. It's down by the oil filter. It has two belts on this car. You got one for the AC alternator and whatnot, and then you have another one that is up here. I don't know if you can see that. I can't see it. Which is for your power steering. I've never replaced that one. Never had any problems with that one. So, first thing to do is we're going to go ahead and loosen this bolt up here. So I'm going to put you on the tripod and I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, now that I've got it on the tripod, again, you don't have to have the tire removed. It just makes your life a lot easier. Another thing, you obviously need a ratchet. You need an extension. You don't need one this long. I'm just out of my smaller ones. You'll need a 14 millimeter socket, and it's going to help a lot if you have a swivel adapter. So we'll get you over here. And it may take a little finagling to get it where it needs to go, but it shouldn't take too much, especially with the swivel adapter. Okay, we've got it on there, and it's somewhat on there. It's a pretty tight area, so again, you don't need an extension. You will need an extension, but not one like this. I'm just out of my, well, I don't know if I'm out of them. I lost my regular size ones. Okay, that's pretty loose. See, there's not a lot of tension on it. It's not real hard to do. So you don't want to take it all the way out. And I will be back at the bottom here, and we'll show you what to do under there. Okay, now for underneath the car, you will need another 14 millimeter. I'm using a gear wrench. You'll have to loosen up this nut right here. And I've actually already done that. That's what tightens it up. Actually, that the tensioner up top is to set your tension. Then you undo this. I should have went over this step first, but kind of in a hurry. But as soon as you loosen that up, you're going to want to take the belt off, take note of the direction, and it should be under the hood as well. Again, there's another belt up here. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this on video. It's your power steering belt. But again, that nut up there on that pulley, it's a 14 millimeter again. You can use a socket if you can get it in there. I just prefer the gear wrenches. And maybe I'll do a review on those. I've had those for a while. I really enjoy those. But there's the belt. Take note of the direction and take it off and then put the new one on. And we're going to go ahead and take this one off. If I can get you set up here. Oops. Get it set up out of the way. Hear the neighborhood dogs barking like crazy. So look at the direction it's going in and And there's your old belt. And the reason why I'm replacing this one, as you can see, if that'll zoom in. Zoom, you little bugger. Well, anyway, I don't know if you'll be able to see that very clearly. There are some cracks. Well, you can see them right there. There's normally ridges, but these are actually cracks. They're almost going all the way through, so that's why I'm replacing this booger. And get your new belt. Actually, the first thing you should do is make sure it's the right size. These guys have known to be wrong before. I have been known to give you wrong info. And it's the right size. So go ahead and put this booger on here. It's always easiest to get the top pulley first. Kind of hanging on there. Again, this car's got a little bit of limited space. Most cars you can get from the top. This one is one you have to change from in here. And as you can see how much easier it is without the tire on. Okay, got it around the top pulley somewhat. Bring it back up. And I like to always end with the bottom pulley, but that's probably just preference. I don't know, it always seems easier to me. Wish I could really film this inside of here, but it's kind of hard to do. Kind of hard to hold the camera and put this on. And my wife, she thinks I'm a nut job anyway, so she won't hold it. The camera, that is. No joke for you. Okay. All right. One little shove here. You should be good to go. Looks good to me. All right. As you can see, here in a minute when I take you over there. I don't know if you get enough light in there to see that. The light's not too bad, but there's the new pulley. Belt installed, I should say. So the first thing I'm going to do is go up the top and tighten up that nut that gives you the tension on that pulley. So, finagle, see if you can see that. And this may be a poor quality video, I'm not sure, but so you tighten that up. It just makes it a lot easier with this long one. I should probably use this all the time. Then you want to go down here, get you situated in here. I don't think I'm able to film it. But you want to check your tension. Still too loose. Still too loose. We're getting there. And we're just about there. That should probably do it. Yeah, that's good. Once you got that done, you tighten up that 14mm socket on the end of that pulley, and you're done. And next we'll go over the oil change.